The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They're led out by the son of the Hall of Famer. Out of Colorado, Deion's son, Shedeur Sanders.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball. He seemingly this defense all week. They talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. If he does that, I tell you what, I really like their chances.
Out right, catch made. That's Ibuka. A tough spot here. Third and long. From the shotgun, it's Sanders. Looking for Ibuka. He's got it again. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. 13 yards on the play. Throwing again is Sanders. A short one that is caught by Fannin.
We'll all take the nice shit.
Half of what they needed.
Either
Pick
way.
up a
I
5.
think either of those are
Second and 5. Again, it's Sanders. Quick throw here is complete. And will get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. Sanders now off the bootleg. That is caught right side, and that's Fannin. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Second and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run, and this is Quinshawn Judkins. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track.
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Trevin Wallace. He gets into drop in for his first sack of the young season.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
And he went forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Panthers offense ready to get going with their second possession. So, Greg, this offense comes on the road here in week 2. Look, road games are so hard in the NFL, but it's nice to hit the road coming off a win at home.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's amazing how winning creates more winning. It kind of has the ability to kind of build on itself. It's a snowball effect. So when you're winning, you're feeling good, everything works. And all of a sudden, you start losing, and you start questioning everything about your approach. So the key in the NFL is win or lose, you're on to the next game. And it's the team's ability to start fresh every single week, regardless of the previous week's outcome. Those are the teams that find themselves in position of the playoffs down the stretch.
Into space. And he will go all the way. Tenerella McMillan. Touchdown, Panthers. His first touchdown of the new campaign.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Browns offense ready for their second possession. So, Greg, people always say when the schedule comes out in May, what do you look for? Back-to-back home games usually not something you look forward to, but it does happen in this case. And when you get a win and you know you're going on the road week 3, that puts a a little pressure on this one to get 2-0 at home to start the season.
Yeah, and how good would they be feeling to start your year and know, all right, we've got 2 wins in the bank. We're playing well at home. It just allows everything in the building to take a deep breath. You know, Mike, it's just such an ideal way to start. The fans are excited. The city's excited. Everyone in the organization can settle in. So the schedule makers certainly did them a little bit of a favor here, so they've got to take advantage of it. Build off of last week, come out and play well again, and it really sets themselves up for the rest of this season.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Here comes the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
Quick throw, taken in. A gain there of 20. First down, Cleveland.
First down.
It's you.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On the give, it's Judkins. He'll maneuver his way down to the 32. Trevin Wallace in on the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup.
Here's 2nd and 6.
At the Panthers' 32-yard
Yes.
line.
Front of the gun, it's Shador. He'll get that to Quinshon Judkins. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. From the gun, it's Sanders. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
You can send him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Really get some settings.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders.
Yeah,
He'll get this
very
outside
stopped
to Mitchell.
right now.
He'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
It's very good.
On 3rd down, Sanders. He'll try and get there on the ground. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit
So
short.
it's like for me,
And now it's
I hate me.
4th down.
It's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the first down.
Just they revamped
Here's Sanders.
shit.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down
In my
at the
opinion.
3.
And a lot of other people's opinions too. It's like visually they're appealing, very, very appealing. Like you said, it took you a minute to recognize this.
Finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out.
Yeah, as far as like
gameplay,
gameplay, it sucks.
The other side's the
Just
end zone,
not right.
and they get 6.
So I've resorted to this. I'll just build the teams up, and I'll just see what my team will do for other people.
And the Browns will tie things up
That was just
at
bullshit.
7-7 here in the opening quarter.
Waiting to be reported.
So back
Waiting
to
to
level
report to
after
be.
the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And he will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. And hold
Yeah,
on to
I do
that
love it.
football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. And he'll take it back for the touchdown. What a tremendous mistake there. You want to secure the ball and give it to your offense, not give it up to the other team for a touchdown.
Yeah, I think this is the fine line that all kick returners face, Mike. I think they all want to be impact players. When they get the ball in their hands, they think every play can be 6. But sometimes you got to know when it's over. You got to make sure at the end of this play, offense is able to take the field and maintain possession. In this case, not only do you turn it over, you give them a quick touchdown on the other side.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This is fielded inside the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Panthers offense and receiver General McMillan.
I don't want that no more.
To take over once again. And what a start he's off to. You don't want to start throw rating numbers out for 4 quarters, but fair to say, this defense is going to have to find some
get out. What's this right here?
He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
They just kind of munchy.
When you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Young. And will be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. We are through 1. It's the Browns with the advantage. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute.
Yeah.
Panthers football. This second quarter, ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it.
Well, anytime you dial up a draw, Mike, you have the defensive line and the linebackers accounted for. Who you don't have is any of the secondary defenders. It's a perfectly timed secondary safety blitz. He's able to get in the backfield and stop this play before it even had a chance to get started.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
Let's do the holding.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Browns offense and Quinshon Judkins making their way back out. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10.
That's how it is. Well, I did send it to you.
Shador. His throw left side is complete. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
Look into that.
Here's Judkins. He'll take this to about the 46-yard line. Trevin Wallace in on the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Sanders to throw. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Jackson. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Can't tie the game or even take the lead.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
You want to add anything extra? This is my bin.
Off the play fake. Here's Young.
Damn it, these guys are good and they're fast.
This one, batted away. It's incomplete. Second and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll run with Dowdle. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Miles Garrett able to bring him down. They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down.
Why can't I get that first point?
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on 3rd down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Browns offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The lead sits at 4. They'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Play action. It's Sanders. That's out wide to Judkins. And he's out of bounds.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Emeka Ibuka, the intended receiver.
Yeah, babe.
It'll bring up 2nd down.
Tell me about it.
Now, Shador. Well, we caught by the running back, Judkins. And he'll be stopped short of 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Now, that's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Trevin Wallace. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and
learn how to kill our spouses and get away.
bring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates.
Zach, you know they're listening to our footage.
Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Young. No chance at all. He'll go down. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah getting in there to bring him down. His 1st sack of the season. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Little play action with Young. That's right side, taken in by Tremble. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
It's now 3rd and 3.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Isaiah McGuire. He had a sack in the opener last week. He's got another one here.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, leads to a sack. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Browns offense and Quinshon Judkins make it back out. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. Oh, the blitz gets there.
Yeah, he's not there.
Down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
The fan.
At the 14-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Sanders. Comeback route, and he's got it. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. They'll go with the sneak. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd and inches. A run, and here comes Judkins. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. From his interior spot, that's Derek Brown on the tackle. To throw is Sanders. Now he'll air one out. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
Sanders will throw it. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
This brought in out past the 20. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Panthers offense ready to get back at it. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They bring a tight end in motion left. Now Dowdle. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
I can promise you that is not
Already did once, but
no
problem.
Drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
3rd, they need 8. To throw, Young. Taking off, he'll try to get there. He'll get a dozen out of that one. Scrambling his way to a 1st down.
That's good for a Panthers 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Young. That's to the left side. Hauled in by Leggett. And he'll be hustled out just shy of the 1st down marker. That's a pickup at 9. He's going to set up 2nd and 1. Now Young. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Young to throw on 1st and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the right zone, inside the 20.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Panther
on play action, Young. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Carolina.
touchdown, Carolina.
Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, That's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Makes the score Panthers 20, Browns 14.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. Second down, they need 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
A loss of 6. It's now 3rd and 13.
Now Sanders on 3rd and long. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. The Panthers will take their first timeout, and they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Panthers offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. He'll step up and run this. Showing off the footwork, sliding down after a gain of 8. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Young. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
Good for a Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Sanders. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
The 24-yard line.
From the gun, it's Sanders. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
To throw again is Sanders. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down.
4th down.
So the Browns going to bring out their kicker and try a field goal. This from 40 yards out. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Browns will cut the lead from 6 down to 3.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Young. That's taken in by McMillan. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their 2nd, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Young. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And that that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock. On first down is Young. He's going to air this out for Davis. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin in Foxborough, the Patriots at home to take on the Denver Broncos. And then watch this. 75 yards this one goes. The catch and the Broncos get their first win of the year, and they had to earn it too. They get the road victory. From there, why don't we go out to the space city of Houston, looking in on the Texans as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And it's the former Notre Dame quarterback, Riley Leonard. One of his 2 touchdown passes here in the first half. One more to bring you, and it's from the nation's capital. It's the Commanders hosting the New York Giants. And it's Tyrone Tracy. He's going to take this one in, 7 yards on the rushing touchdown. This one is at halftime, and it's the Giants trying to bounce back from a Week 1 loss. They lead at the half. With that, a look at the rest of the scores from a jam-packed Week 2 of the new NFL season. In the game you're watching, it's been tight throughout, a field goal separating these two sides through 2 quarters. As we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All that separates these two sides has half number 2. Kicks off. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. This one a win for the visiting Panthers. They get the victory here, away from home, to run their early season record to 2-0.